We gather in the sight of Wotica and Wal to thresh truth from falsehood and see justice upheld.
The voice seems to echo from nowhere in particular, though the fingers before you present a tableau of a trial in progress.
The matter before this tribunal tonight. Heresy.
The dagger you took from the shackled spirit warms to the touch, using oily black ichor. I will be the witness. Use a broken dagger to be the role, so yeah. Don't know whether that's good or bad, truthfully. Your vantage among the hooded witnesses affords you a view of both the Inquisitors and the accused. You recognize the latter as the spirit shackled near the portal above.
You hereby stand accused of rejecting the orthodoxy delivered unto us by the universal divinities. In your malice, ignorance, and hubris, you would assault the very foundations of civilization. How do you answer these charges? I bear guilt for many things, but in my service to the divine, I have never wavered. Never once.
Enough.
No person present disputes the facts. Your words and actions are a matter of record, confessed by your allies and confirmed by innumerable eyes. It seems my guilt a foregone conclusion. Why then bother with this farce?
Fair question. Inquisitor turns her masked visage on you.
We would thank you to keep your tongue civil or stilled, lest it be removed.
Well, okay. Again, addresses the accused.
This body provides you with a final chance to ameliorate the sins you have heaped upon yourself. If you choose not to admit fault, not to display contrition, then you shall bear the full burden of your transgressions with you to the wheel. Then declare your sentence. What example will be made of me? Your eyes shall be plucked from their sockets and turned upon you that you may fully examine your deficiencies.
Do I want that to go? I don't know. No, I don't think that'll be happening. The other witnesses step away from you as the masked Inquisitor turns their eyes towards your outburst.
The intruders turn arms against this body. Destroy them!
Lovely. Well. I'll be alright, hopefully. I'm flanked. Half of them can't even reach me. Kill him! He can't. He's too well guarded. And that's accuracy, that is... I don't know what that is.
Yes? No mercy!
Yes?
Stabby, 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 tabby. At the last of the figures fall, you gathered energy. It coalesces into a shimmering mote of spirit stuff. Mote of hostility. Okay. Is that good? Is that bad? I have no idea. I know this again.
You were saying?
That. Oh yeah, I think we'll go for you because you're the most damage of anybody.
We'll be hitting the water.
There we go.
Your orders?
I've only done one thing and two
How may
things.
I help? They'll fall by
That'll
this
be
is
it.
futile.
Come on. Alright.
I've got it. Keeping quiet.
I was a witness the last time, wasn't I?
We gather in the sight of Wotica and Wal to thresh truth from falsehood and see justice upheld.
Voice seems to echo from nowhere in particular. The fingers before you present the tribute of a trial in progress.
The matter before this tribunal tonight, apostasy.
We've done this already, so I want to be the Inquisitor this time. I was a witness the last time, eh? So I could be there. No, I'll be the accused and then maybe the Inquisitor the next time. You hold the court's attention. Masked Inquisitors look upon you, stiff-backed and confident in their authority. Hooded figures line the pit, attentive to the proceedings.
The heretic may transgress out of ignorance or misunderstanding. Far fouler the apostate who, knowing full well the truth, elects to abandon it. Each heretic, being a potential convert, presents an opportunity for an improved Eora. The apostate, however, blights the world around him, for from him does corruption stem. In abandoning the true faith, you corrupt not only yourself, but all with whom you share contact. How do you answer these charges?
Ooh, you mean the apostates weaken the apparent authority of your infallible truth.
If you choose to squander this opportunity with further heresy, we can return you to your confinement.
I bear no guilt.
Your refusal to recant dismays this tribunal. You require further illustration of the harmfulness of your irreverence. This tribunal shall reconvene in 3 nights' time. Until then, you shall mount the Bladed Horse.
That sounds lovely.
You shall be denied all food and drink, that your spirit is not unduly weighted by your
Wow,
body.
so you basically got nothing against anything.
You may at any time recant your apostasy and offer contrition in the names of your confederates in atheism.
Sounds fun. Bring me that mount. Yeah.
The sentence has been pronounced, and so shall it be carried out. All praise be to the gods.
Oh, yeah. It seems like it's the same recurrent thing. That's what it seems like anyway. Alright.
I'm listening. For the homeland! Huh?
Just like
Put it in the wrong order. Oh, come on. I just fucking dealt with one of them. I wouldn't do them all again.
For me.
The spirit remains shackled to the under conviction. You add the potent mote of absolute certainty to the shackled soul essence, and she grasps as the dunked in frigid water, Her eyes flash grey as she strains momentarily against her bonds and droops again.
Do I know you? Have we met?
Its dark, heavy ringed eyes search you for recognition. You spoke not long ago, but you begged to help.
Before this, before here.
It's possible my soul belonged to an Inquisitor in the past life. Her spirit shudders both in form and in position, and recoils against the Adra.
I see it. The shackles about your soul. They're in you, the gods. And you, their puppet.
One killed me and another brought me back. I'm nobody's puppet. Least of all theirs.
Hold on to that resentment. 'Twill serve you still where flesh will fail.
Do you remember anything new?
The scent of scrolls. Tens of dozens of them, each as inked as it would bear. Centuries of seeking distilled.
Hostility. You add the wrathful energy to the shackled soul's essence as she gasps as is drunk in frigid water. Her eyes flare red as she strains momentarily against her bonds and droops again.
'Tis nonsense, isn't it? Just mad theater.
Worse, these trials were the height of hypocrisy.
Agreed. 'Tis strange. I recall so many trials. An endless parade of the accused. Was it a kind of punishment? Being forced to watch my fellows condemned?
Her features twitch, fragment, and resolve again.
Knives. Place them in the coals until they glow. The skin may weep, but the spirit stays.
Ouch. Yeah, you can say that again. What am I to do? Yeah, it's funny how they do a hell of a lot more damage than I do, eh? And they get hell of a more better damage in the fires that they do as well. It's grand. Did I missed this one? So I'm right beside it. So, did I have the Inquisitor last?
We gather in the sight of Wotica and Wal to thresh
You done this
truth
before?
from falsehood and see justice upheld.
Yes, echo from nowhere in particular.
The matter before this tribunal tonight, identity.
Identity. The dagger again wanes, oozing thick ichor.
I worry this place grows less stable as a result of our actions. And it was not particularly stable to begin with.
You can say that again. So they use the roll thing. Inquisitor, excuse me. Yeah. Yep. I've done everything else right. Before you, the elf you saw chained above stands bloodied and shackled, her gaze lowered to the stones. Free the prisoners. Free the prisoner? You are being charged with the crimes against identity. How do you answer?
How can she answer? What does it even mean?
I have no idea.
Of this charge, I bear no guilt. I am not but myself. How could I be other?
You could be divided against yourself.
You're suggesting the fragments of her souls are at odds?
Eyes closed, her hands clenched.
An interesting hypothesis. And in keeping with the evidence.
Her grin seems almost hungry.
Whatever do you mean?
Well, I didn't have either of those. You had one?
I doubt she will be capable of understanding in her current state.
Taps two fingers against her lips. I try.
Rimergon's influence, or perhaps the nature of this place, has fragmented your soul.
The accused elf shudders against her shackles, and the other Inquisitors hiss. A rising murmur builds among the witnesses.
Some trauma, likely related to your lived experiences, has widened this division. The fragments no longer recognize one another as sharing the same source.
Enough with this madness!
Diplomacy, dude. I'll try. You don't have to keep putting yourself through this. Accused face falls, and you see tears fall from her cheeks. Scene shimmers and breaks apart, dissolving into a single pulsive mote of essence. Regret. Alright. See what happens now. Give her the spirit of regret. She absorbs a third ball of essence. The spirit thrashes against her shackles. She cries out and her bonds flare brightly, lined with violent flames, before shattering with a crack like a nearby thunder. Freed, the spirit takes a halting step forward. Her gaze rises to you. When she speaks, her voice sounds stronger, but also ragged and strained.
I am more myself than I have been in a very long time.
You remember who you are?
I almost, like a word on the tip of the tongue. I have it, but I don't.
She scowls.
I am certain, though, that I knew the Inquisitor well. I think perhaps that I loved her, and that she betrayed me.
She looks towards the center of the realm and the structure that dominates it. Or you betrayed her because you're the same person. Ah. Yeah, so that's how it was. That's how I perceived it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, just be honest. She flickers, her features running momentarily like heavy rain down a slanted roof.
Ridiculous. We are nothing alike.
Sound the same.
I will lead you to her. She has much to answer for.
Well, she sounds like the same person, by the way. I have to go all the way down there. Oh, come on. Really? Classic, that one. Classic.
The way is open. It pulls me towards it.
Inquisitor, flanked by reflection of herself, greets you entrance with a cold stare. Entropic spirit energy swirls about her.
Inquisitor? I came here with the aim of ending you.
Elf stares at the palms of her hands, her eyes pulsing a molded violet.
I know it.
The masked woman nods slightly.
'Tis a certainty that I have lost. It fled me. I think each memory restored, providing it another egress.
The two of you can still reconcile. You're more alike than not.
How? It seems impossible. In that, at least, we are in accord.
Leather squeaks as the Inquisitor hands clenched into tight little fists. Remember that you're not only the worst things you've done, but the best as well. You should try kissing.
And all that in between.
Where that is so easily accomplished.
Turns to Maxifa.
What say you, Inquisitor? Is there aught to be salvaged between these two sad souls?
Nafixia grinces, her lips twitching at the corner of her focus. shifts you to the apparition at your side. Back again. Aren't you tired of struggling? Isn't it time to rest? Inquisitor's mask tilts towards the roof of the chamber as she's still looking to the gods for her answer.
I've certainly been responsible for worse decisions.
The apparition smiles even as it begins to unravel at the edges. As the Inquisitor fades, the other entities in the hall screech as if in pain. They advance upon you. What the fuck did I do?
Another fool with a death wish.
What did I do? Aye. I think I was going to get into a fight then. Yes, I was wrong, eh?
You were saying?
The woman before you holds herself with a combined confidence and humility. Her countenance only slightly less inscrutable than an Inquisitor's mask. Countenance. But then she smiles. It's a small expression, hardly present, but recognizable all the same.
I appreciate your efforts here. I do not fully understand them, but I can appreciate them.
The things I saw during the trial, were they real?
To you and me, to us, yes. Were they reflective of historical fact? Of that, I am unsure.
Don't know.
Imagine a nightmare from which you cannot wake. Imagine that it holds you captive for 1,000 years. After you woke, would you be so certain of which horrors had occurred before you slept and which had not?
Are you complete then?
I think not. I feel hollow. Flat somehow. Perhaps I am now all that remains of me. But 'tis enough.
She peers at her palms as she returns. You're holding onto a dead dream and Gwifling is long gone.
Were that it not so. I believe we represented this world's best chance for lasting peace. For enlightenment.
Your world was a vindictive one, haunted by paranoia and suspicion. You could never have brought peace to Eora.
Need your help?
I certainly owe you a boon. How might I balance the scales?
Come with me and I'll help you find a way back to the wheel.
You offer so much of yourself. You've no idea my gratitude.
You're welcome.
Let us go then.
The edges of Anaxia and Crichton shimmer and lose cohesion as she anchors herself to you. Right. That was pretty cool, that one. Finder Spirit one. That was cool, that one. I have to admit, these story ones are pretty decent. Really impressed, like. Really impressed. Alright, well, I've got one more to go. One more to go. Exciting.
You returned from your interrogation.
Yes, we certainly do. So, Casey's pierces you.
And with another soul added to your collection.
Yes, indeed. I will return her to the wheel.
You risk her. Likewise, you risk yourself. Without her assistance, you may never escape the depths.
She sighs. Maybe. Maybe.
Yet, your choice is made.
It certainly has.
There's no unchurning the butter.
Nope. Yeah. So she really wants the dragon to die. She was like the last... What did she say? She was the last guardian, essentially. And she got through her to get into this place. That's the plan anyway. Hopefully I can get that done today. Gaze into the depths. Beyond the gate, you see ancient architecture, apparently Hawaiian in design, set amongst glistening reefs and cascading water. Ooh. The Drowned Kingdom.
They've returned for us! Run!
Run away! Run away! That is
Usually only children and animals flee me like that.
not today, apparently. Not today. Drowned Kingdom. I found a corner of Rynhaedr's domain dominated by the sea. Time-worn stone structures encrusted in coral rise in the distance, and the waters flow seemingly from nowhere. If I find the spirit responsible for this place, perhaps I can enlist it to my cause. The denizens of the realm are frightened of me, believing me an invading outlander. If I'm to find answers to what happened here, I'll need to locate the king who set them into exile. Ooh. Okay. Okay. All these stupid fucking things I hate them.
You! Stay away! Have your kind not done enough damage?
I have not done anything, sir, madam. The man shrieks from you, terror and anger evident in his wide eyes and the snarl of his lips. Why'd you run from me?
Eora, I mistook you for one of those wretched outlanders.
Outlanders?
A strange people from across the sea. They came with promises too big for any kith to keep. But the king let them build their machines in the city anyway, the fool. Now all lies in ruin, and it's their fault.
How so?
Their machines. They were monstrous. Taller than our tallest buildings. When they turned them on, thousands died in an instant. The gods wept. They were so angry, and in their rage, they destroyed the city.
Where am I?
The city of Ukaizo, the seat of Huana power in Eora.
I could have
Well,
took
what's left of it?
the Hawaiian guy. You would have been happy with this. I thought Ukaizo was a myth.
It is as real as you or I.
Was.
Was.
Yes.
As real. Oh gods, what have we done?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've already done Outlanders, but I'll do it again.
A strange people from across the sea.
The man shifts uncomfortably on his feet, casting anxious looks over his shoulder. Who are you?
We are the King's Council. Eora, we were, but are no longer. That fool threw us from the palace and banished us from the realm, as if the Outlander's betrayal was our mistake.
Maybe you should give him better advice.
It was not our advice that was flawed, but his judgment.
Ah.
We told him not to trust the Outlanders, not to trust their sugared lies, but he wouldn't listen.
Listen.
I say, no one may tell the king anything if he doesn't wish to hear it. Gods. The Soul Collector! It's returned! Run!
Wait, I had more questions. But the man can't run. His voice cuts off abruptly, and the edges tear, fractured, fall away. He is replaced by a creature of pure essence. He turns glowing eyes on you and lunges.